The Logan Power Show. Welcome, everybody.
The Logan Power Show. The Logan Power Show. The Logan Power Show.
He is phenomenal. Hey, everybody, welcome to the Logan Power Show. It's me, your host, Calvin Logan. Definitely. So, hey, we're having some fun here. My name is Calvin Logan, the Logan Power Show. We nationwide, worldwide. We love y'all.
Jam Vibes Radio, the jazzful connection for all the people, playing your favorite music and talk 24/7, 365. We're the indie artist's best friend. So call us. We want to play your music and have you advertise on your favorite global station at www.jamvibesradio.biz.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Logan Power Show. I'm live here at the Point in North Charleston, South Carolina. Well, I'm having some fun. I got two with me guys that love music, produce, they are businessmen, they don't play. I got to my right, Mr. P, the politician. How you doing, sir?
Hey, good to meet you, good to meet you.
Good to see you, sir. Mr. Well said, how you doing, sir?
Well, brother, God bless.
From VOC. All right, well, gentlemen, I'm glad you're able to come to the show and to be a part and to have some fun. You enjoying yourself?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, sir.
So, P, the politician. Now, it's a different type of name. Tell us more about who is P, the politician.
Well, P the Politician, basically I own a record label, Behind Bars Entertainment.
Okay.
Which is somewhat of a double entendre. You know, you hear behind bars, you think the streets, but when you think about a music staff, it's behind a bar.
Okay.
So ultimately the music that we do comes from the perspective of people who've been in the streets, you know, so behind bars. We got a lot of people that's been locked up, a lot of people who have done things in the past, they regret it, repented for it, and try to make it better. So that's kind of where we're coming from. The politician side of my name just is being able to vacillate between streets and then the other folks, you know, so that's kind of where the name comes from.
Okay. And Mr. Well said from BOC, sir, running the show. Tell us more about who is Mr. Well said.
Well said. Well, I'm actually one of the rappers, Christian rappers that is a part of BOC. BOC stands for Body of Christ Music. And Well Said is actually taking my first name, which is Cedric, and my brother-in-law actually came up with the concept, acronym for it is with every lovely line, Christ evermore divine. Because my desire is to make sure that every lyric glorifies God. So that's what I do, that's what the name is, and I'm a part of BOC, which is Body of Christ Music.
Well, definitely, I think everyone here, the information is on the screen, how to get in contact with these gentlemen. Now, P the politician, behind the bars. You know, you mentioned that how it all got started. Your brother started initially. He was sentenced to almost 8 years in prison. Right. You decided to carry the legacy and moving forward?
It really kind of how it started, just a love for music. You know, you young, you in the car, you rolling around with your folk, you rapping, and just kind of taking that energy. And my brother got incarcerated. And so once he was incarcerated, he was sentenced to a 10-year bid. So in my mind, I wanted him to have something to come home to. So I figured, all right, let me put it together. This is what we've been doing all this time, music. So let's make it happen. So went out, got the equipment, been doing it about 10, 12 years or so, and he came home and we're putting it together now. So
hey, it's a blessing to see that you're not allowing your brother and yourself. Your brother didn't allow a situation to define him. He changed his life around. Absolutely. And it's good to see that there's somebody who's willing to do the same thing as yourself. And they say you took, you know, I'm my brother's keeper. Right. And you're not gonna let your brother fall, and you guys work together. So for me, in regards to your music, who is your main audience? Who are you trying to connect with?
Well, when I look at the state of music or where we are in this day and age, there's a lot of foolishness. You know what I mean? Just let's be blunt. Every time I talk to somebody, I'm asking them, you know, did you hear what's on the radio? Do you know what's going on the radio? And more I hear, I don't even listen to the radio anymore. So I kind of feel like the music that we do is trying to fill that void of what people really want to hear versus what's commercially thrown down your throat.
Okay. Yeah, now for you, Mr. Well said, grew up in the church. You decided your passion was young people, and you decided to do gospel hip-hop, which is something that is kind of hard these days because, for instance, hip-hop, when you think about hip-hop, there's no such thing as gospel behind it. It's always, when I'm thinking about, for me, I'm from Los Angeles, California, I'm thinking about the Tupacs, I'm thinking about the Notorious B.I.G.'s, is who I'm thinking about in regards to making things happen. But for me, growing up, for gospel hip-hop, I used to listen to a group called 7-9 Click. It was Dr. Frederick Casey Price's son's group. I listened to him, that group, and I listened to, when Kirk Franklin came out, some type of flavor was different. I listened to Lecrae, Trip Lee. You know, for me, I'm very versatile in artist. So I love music. I love it all. So what makes it that you want to get involved with the younger generation doing the gospel hip hop?
That's a very good question. So I did grow up in the church. I got in the church probably around when I was about 8 years old. My dad is a pastor. And for myself, I didn't grow up in the culture of hip hop at all. So as a result, I saw hip hop from a distance and wasn't a fan of it. Hands down, neither were my parents. It wasn't allowed in our house, so on and so forth. So as a desire, as I got involved with music personally, I started off with an understanding that I was actually disconnected from hip hop as a genre, as a culture. My desire was to rap, use the art form, pretty much poetry over music, to minister and to talk to young people. I was a bit upset actually with what hip hop as a whole, as a culture, was actually doing to our young people. But I did see that those that were involved with hip hop and that did rap had an influence. And as a result, being involved with music, it was my desire to take that art and use that art to glorify God, to use it to get the attention of young people and allow them to understand that whatever it is you're going through in life, whatever you're struggling with, the music can be used to help persuade, to help get information out. And that is the agenda of those that are in the group that actually do Christian rap with me. So.
Well, it's good to see that you both gentlemen are taking what God has given you to a whole other level. Now, some personal goals, 2016. We already know we've seen enough in 2015 that where it comes to the hip hop, the voices, they're kind of falling off. There's not someone you can say, oh man, that was somebody who was speaking some real talk. Not just, the lifestyle, but something to uplift the lifestyle. Now, for instance, where would you like to see happen for 2016 for yourself?
Well, 2016, I really see it as a movement just for what Behind Bars Entertainment is trying to achieve. I'm actually releasing an album January 1st called Politically Correct, which touches a lot on a lot of the political issues that have been going on, a lot of the social issues that have been going on. And so for 2016, what our goal is to basically just kind of implant that flag into the ground and keep it moving with music that is talking about the social injustices that's going on. You had Pastor Dixon up here earlier, who oh man, I love her. I just met him today, but the stuff that he was talking on is exactly the type of music that we are trying to portray. And it's nice meeting you, my brother, because to see where you're coming from your perspective. I'm coming from a perspective of the streets, being there, knowing what it is, and then being older and coming back and tying it back into the Lord, to the injustices, basically seeing how the devil runs this world. And so, I got to give a shout out to you. I mean, how you putting everything together, putting everybody together that's supposed to be exactly where they are, that's what's up. So for 2016, man, the goal is just to really let the rubber hit the road and keep it moving. So.
Gotcha. All right, Mr. Will said 2016, BOC. I know you guys can get you back on the Gifted. We'll try to see if we can fit Mr. P. Politician come to the Gifted. We're going to definitely work that out. But Mr. Will said BOC What do you have planned? 2016, where we going?
Well, I'll talk a little bit about what 2015 looked like before I get to 2016, if that's all right.
Okay.
2015 has been a long year. You know, my family, you know, friends, we experienced approximately 9 people passing away in our family. It was difficult. You know, in the middle of that, we got connected with VMG and Sony Red for a distribution deal. To help distribute our music in Walmart's, Best Buys across the country, and it was a blessing to receive that. Our single was called "We Livin'" from a project called Next for Us, and once we worked on that single called "We Livin'," shortly thereafter we found ourselves experiencing people passing away, so it was very uncomfortable to celebrate the deal. It really was. Believe it or not, a lot of people that have a record label, they long for opportunities to have a distribution company connect with you and contact you saying, hey, we see longevity, we see professionalism, and we're interested in backing you. And as a result, we weren't able to put forth a lot of the effort we desired to put forth, and in reference to promotion and things of that nature, because it was hard to celebrate. You know, my grandmother personally, my aunt, a lot of people passed away. We ended up with the deal, all went well. We released the project Next for Us through VMG and Sony Red, which is out there now, iTunes, things of that nature. But at the same time, we learned that that's not the route we want to go, believe it or not. We just wanted to just continue to do what God wants us to do and not operate according to a distribution company, what they want from us and didn't want to see. So we decided we're going to do a totally different project. We got 2 projects coming out in the new year. One is from the Christian rap side of it. The project is going to be called Delayed But Not Denied, because of how difficult 2015 was for us. It has been, and we're still in it. And then we have the gospel artists that sing, Nicole White, Nathan Mellix, Michael Durant. They're actually going to also be releasing a project called Let's Go In. We want to do a big concert from it. We're learning a lot, and we're just hoping that God continues to bless the BOC music.
Hey, well, it's a blessing to know that there are 2 dynamic men of God that are not just being just a talker, but giving action to the game plan. You know, I know that the Logan Power Show, we want everybody who's watching to understand that we're not about just rhetoric of trying to make you feel good. We're trying to bless you all across the board. I know our studio audience, we appreciate them all coming out and seeing people that are coming. I'm just excited what 2016 is about to bring us. And I look forward to you gentlemen rocking our stage and to see what we got going on, because I'm really excited. 2016 is going to be a great year. We got something planned. Part of my man Terrell Span, the Gifted, the Showcase, the Logan Power Show. We're doing it big, and that's what we're doing.
Speaking of 2016, there are 2 very important people to me that I got to send a shout out to.
Okay.
My whole movement would be mute without Lil Remy and Casino from Behind Bars Entertainment. I also want to shout out my brother Justice. If it wasn't for him having this brainchild, I wouldn't be sitting here with you on stage.
Definitely. I appreciate you. What about yourself? Any shout outs you want to give out right now?
My beautiful wife, Nicole White, which I mentioned already. Cord, Christ Offers Righteous Decision. He's from Charleston. He's been rocking with us a while. My cousin, Miles P., who's also with BOC. We have Brother Lee, who's in San Antonio, Texas. That's pretty much it, and most importantly, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, man. Without him, literally, none of this would be possible. We wouldn't even be doing it. So I'm grateful for my relationship with the Lord, man, and I'm grateful for you allowing me to be on your show as well, brother.
Oh, I appreciate it again. And like I said, for me, it's a blessing to have righteous people with you. It's a blessing to understand that God has greater heights for you. Understand this, music heals, music takes transformations in your life. And I'm excited what's about to happen in 2016. Well, keep an eye look on these gentlemen right here to my right. The information is on the screen, how to get in contact with them. My name is Calvin Logan with the Logan Power Show, nationwide, worldwide. We love y'all, and we will see you on next week. Hey everybody, welcome to the Logan Power Show. It's me, your host, Calvin Logan, live here in The Point in North Charleston, South Carolina. Well, I got with me another game changer in the building. This lady's standing tall. She's not playing. Miss Lisa Priscilla, how you doing?
I'm great. How about you?
Great. Glad to have you on the show.
Good. Thank you. I'm ecstatic to even be here. It's kind of funny being on the other side, being that I'm the one that's doing makeup on the other side of the camera. So we're going to work it out today.
Work it out today. Well, you know, if people don't know, Miss Lisa Priscilla, we're going to know more about her obstacles, her challenges. Tell us, who is Lisa Priscilla?
Lisa Priscilla, I tell you. Okay. First of all, I'm a makeup artist, and I started off as a child actress. So all I've ever done was acting and thought that's what I was going to do for the rest of my life, until one particular time where our makeup artist didn't show up on set. Mm-hmm. So I was like, you know what? I don't know makeup, but I've been paying attention. I'll play with it. I'll try it. So once I tried it, I was like, oh, this is kind of fun. So there was actually a girl that did makeup on set with us, but she didn't do it that time, but she had a wedding. And she was like, you want to help me? I said, I don't have a kit. So a kit is when you have your own makeup, to do.
Yes.
So let me tell you, I went to MAC and I bought my first eyeshadow. It was fresh water. It was blue. Everybody had blue eyeshadow.
Okay.
But that was 12 years ago. But long story short, I loved it, took off with it. I moved off to Atlanta, pushed my hustle, and successful makeup artist, now working for Gladys Knight.
Hey, that's what it is. I told you, she is a renowned artist, makeup artist to be specific. She's been around on different type of shows. People are using you nationwide, and now we're going to the worldwide status is our next goal.
Oh yeah. Well, I just had a big deal that just happened. I just got my work in Glamour magazine because I know you guys have heard about the Manual 9.
Yes.
So they had this big article, Woman of the Year, and I got to be a part of it, of doing makeup for 2 of the young ladies, which was amazing. Also did the Shining the Light on A&E, so I did makeup for the ladies on that as well. And so that's just right there. Glamour magazine is just like, come on. And then to work with the greatest, Gladys Knight. So, and then we just wrapped up VH1, You Ought to Know. I don't know if you guys watched that. It's like it's a show where, an award show where like fresh new artists came out, and so she did a presentation for Tori Kelly, so got to see my makeup on that, which was good, and also Paulo.
Okay.
So it's been great. It's been really good.
Now, being a makeup artist is just like, in music, a person that's actually delivering on the mic. Being a makeup artist, I can see like poetry, you're speaking like a pastor, you're teaching and you're instructing people. What is the motivation, or when you say I'm gonna make somebody beautiful or draw out the difference,
right? What
goes through your mind? Tell me, what do you go through to make that happen?
Well, the first thing I do whenever I'm starting any production, I pray over my hands. I've done that for the last 12 years. It doesn't matter if I'm just doing to play around. It doesn't matter. From playing around to the top of the top, I pray over my fingers. Because you just never know, and you always got to have God in you every step that you do. So, and after that, I always say you got to believe, have faith, have talent, and be humble. That is going to get you the key of a successful finished product, period.
Wow. That's different. I've never heard of something. I pray over my hands.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Before I touch somebody. Now you pastoring now.
Go ahead now.
That is something that God has really blessed. I never heard someone say like, man, I pray over my hands. It's like, for me, I was praying this morning that this show would go great. I was praying that the right people would come, people would bless the stage, people would understand my heart, my vision of what the Logan Power Show is going to bring. And so for me and you, since you are an artist, and the goal is there's no sky's no limit,
Right.
It's the ceiling's off, the universe is yours. Where do you want the legacy to go? When you're all said and done, Lisa Priscilla, where do you want that to be?
Well, one, I definitely want to be a mentor.
Okay.
So after this is all said and done with makeup, I do plan on hanging up makeup and wanting to mentor to other young adults, kids, old, doesn't matter, because when I started this, I mean, it was a big journey with this. It wasn't just waking up. I mean, I was a product of a abused child, you know, but I never took what happened in my life, you know, in the past as my present or my future. That
Sure.
wasn't going to happen. So, and then I also had a child. So when I moved out to Atlanta, I moved out on faith. I went on 28 interviews.
Wow.
And only wanted to interview anything with makeup. I was not going to interview for nothing else. Because what was the point of me leaving from Charleston to Atlanta to pursue a dream and try some other things? Doesn't make any sense.
Sure.
So, you know, I want to mentor to other people that you can do it. There is no such thing as you can't do it. Like I said, I had no job lined up. I had no place lined up. Nothing. But I still had to take care of a kid. And I did it. You
Okay.
know? So, look at me now.
Yes, persevering mother, doesn't play no games. You know, relentless faith. That's what I see about you. Very relentless. You know, all you hear is about, you know, I'm pushing through that door, and next thing you know, I burst through. So this, for me, it sounds like, you know, everything is really connecting. The dots are connecting. Have you ever considered a makeup line?
No, honestly, my brain is not focused enough for a makeup line.
Okay.
However, I would love to have a life journal on the shelves of Books A Million. I tell you, that big picture is mentoring. That's
Okay.
a big thing.
All right. So pretty much come with a book, giving the layout of how you come through. Now it's a difference because you're gonna tell your mentors you got to pray over your hands.
Oh, yeah.
Before
Got
you
to.
touch somebody's face.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, that's pretty much, I would say, your motto. You know, I have to pray
Yeah.
before I touch.
Yeah. Because, I mean, talent can get you but so far.
Gotcha.
God can get you really far.
All right. So right now for I know 2015 is coming to a close, and now we're focused on 2016. Where do you see Lisa Priscilla for 2016? What's in store?
More traveling. I'm going to St. Thomas. Super excited. Never been on a cruise, but to be able to go for work, that's just awesome. Save more money in my pocket.
Save more money in your pocket is correct.
Yes, and then hopefully by then I can start writing out my journal.
Okay. Well, me personally, I'm excited. I'm excited for what God is doing for you. I know that you're going to make a mark that can never be erased.
Right.
We'd love you to come back on the show to, say, mentor or do some kind of workshop. So that's in my mind, my spirit. I believe that ladies need to know how this works, how to bring it out, how to brand it. Have you ever thought about that? You know, doing a workshop here for on the Logan Power Show and just bringing people together?
You never know. We can do that. I'll never turn that down.
Oh, definitely. Hey, look out, look out. I'm telling you, this lady right here, she is the world-renowned makeup artist, Miss Lisa Priscilla. So for those that are watching and say that, hey, they want to become a makeup artist, you know, final thoughts, or just want to become good in life, what can you tell them that's helped you become successful as you are now?
Believe in yourself. That's it. Believe in yourself and just have faith. And you've got to stay humble. Got to. I mean, there's nothing else that I could say as far as go get schooling. I mean, you can do all of that, but if you don't have those three things, you're not going to go far. Period.
Oh, see, I told you, she is the greatest. She doesn't play any type of games here. She's impactful, she's motivated, she's dedicated to her craft, and we thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you.
And we appreciate you again. We love you to come back again, like I mentioned. I truly believe we need people like yourself that's going to help other people that wants to have success stories in their life. I believe your life is a success. The information is on the screen, how to get in contact with her. Is anyone in particular you want to give a shout out to that's it's been helpful to you to making who you are?
I have 3 mentors. And started off with Ursula Kershaw. She's actually from Charleston. She's the one that kind of pushed me out there. And then I had Nisa Green. She's in Atlanta. So once I got there, she got me with Good Morning Atlanta. And she really kind of taught me how to sculpt the face in like 5-10 minutes. So, and then now Kelsey Fry, she is amazing. She is head department for all the Pirates of the Caribbean. She was head department for Family Matters, if you remember that. Head department meaning that she, you know, created the looks for the shows or movies. But those are my 3 mentors, and of course my family and my wonderful husband and kids.
Well, it's good to see that, you know, you are a trailblazer for your family, a game changer. And we need more powerful people like yourself that's going to make us better. And we need positive people in 2015, 2016. So be the lookout. Lisa Priscilla, she will be coming back to the Logan Power Show. We're trying to work some things out for her so that she can be able to grace our stage. I'm happy. I'm excited. It's all the time I got. My name is Calvin with the Logan Power Show. We're going to know more about how we make herself beautiful, gorgeous when she comes back and shows us some tips. Probably even get an opportunity where she can actually get to do her makeup live for someone here on the show. So we're excited. Keep tuning in. We love y'all. We'll see you on next week. The Logan Power Show. Welcome, everybody.
The Logan Power Show. The Logan Power Show. The Logan Power Show.
He is phenomenal.
The Logan Power Show.
He's here to empower you and impact
The Logan Power Show. The Logan Power Show.
you. It'll be a great show.
He is phenomenal. The Logan Power Show. Welcome, everybody.
The Logan Power Show. The Logan Power Show. The Logan Power Show.
He is phenomenal.
The Logan Power Show.
He's here to empower you and
The
impact you.
Logan Power Show. The Logan Power Show.
It'll be a great show.
He is phenomenal. The Logan Power Show. Welcome, everybody.
The Logan Power Show. The Logan Power Show. The Logan Power Show.
He is phenomenal.
The Logan Power Show.
He's here to empower you and
The
impact you.
Logan Power Show. The Logan Power Show.
It'll be a great show.
He is phenomenal.